They say love is blind, but they don't tell you that betrayal has a smell. It smells like a brand new, expensive perfume on a Tuesday night. It smells like sudden, unprovoked arguments. And it smells like the cold sweat you wake up in when your gut tells you that the person sleeping next to you is a complete stranger. I'm 34 years old. Up until 8 months ago, I thought I had won the lottery of life. My wife, let's call her Sarah, was 32. We had been married for 5 years, together for 8. We didn't have kids yet, but we had the golden retriever, the beautiful suburban house with the wraparound porch, and the matching 401ks. I am a software architect, working mostly from home. Sarah is a luxury real estate agent. She's charming, charismatic, the kind of woman who walks into a room and instantly commands attention. I loved that about her. I trusted her implicitly. In 8 years, I had never as so much as glanced at her phone. If someone had told me Sarah was capable of what she did, I would have cut them out of my life instantly. But the devil doesn't come dressed in a red cape with horns. Sometimes she comes wearing yoga pants, holding a matcha latte, kissing you on the cheek before heading out to show a property.
The changes didn't happen overnight. It was a slow drip of poison into our daily routine. It started around the time she closed a massive deal with a new commercial developer. Suddenly, her wardrobe changed. The comfortable clothes she used to wear around the house were replaced by high-end lingerie that I never actually got to see her wear. Then came the phone behavior. For 8 years, her phone was just a piece of plastic on the kitchen counter. Suddenly, it became her extra appendage. She took it to the bathroom. She took it to the laundry room. I noticed the screen lock changed from a simple 4-digit PIN to a complex alphanumeric password. When I casually asked her about it, she gaslighted me with Olympic-level precision. "Oh, the agency mandated new security protocols for client data," she said, not even making eye contact. I wanted to believe her. You have to understand, when you love someone, your brain will build massive, intricate bridges of logic just to avoid the painful truth. I convinced myself I was being paranoid. I bought her flowers. I tried to plan surprise date nights. But every time I reached out, she pulled away. She was exhausted. The real estate market was crazy right now. She had late-night networking events. But my gut was screaming at me. And as an engineer, I rely on data. So I decided to stop guessing and start looking for it.
The truth didn't come from a dramatic confrontation. It came from an old Apple iPad. Sarah had upgraded her devices, but left her old iPad in a drawer in our guest room. I used to use it to read blueprints. One Friday night, she was out at yet another closing dinner. I was lying in bed, couldn't sleep, and grabbed the old iPad to watch some YouTube. The battery was completely dead. I plugged it in. When it booted up, it connected to our home Wi-Fi. What Sarah didn't realize is that while she had changed all her passwords and guarded her phone with her life, her Apple ID was still synced to this forgotten device. The moment it connected to the internet, it downloaded 3 months worth of iMessages. Ding, ding, ding. A rapid-fire cascade of notifications lit up the screen in the dark room. I opened the app. The messages were from a contact saved as David Title Company, but the contents had absolutely nothing to do with escrow or property titles. My heart didn't just break, it completely stopped. I sat there in the cold blue light of the screen, reading words that made me physically nauseous. Last night was incredible. I can still taste you. Can't wait until you finally teach the roommate. The roommate, that's what she called me. Hotel is booked for our trip to Neba. Tell him you have an agency retreat. There were photos. God, there were so many photos. Photos taken in my car. Photos taken in hotel rooms paid for by our joint account. And the worst part, a video of them laughing, mocking me, calling me a boring, predictable ATM. David wasn't the title guy. A quick LinkedIn search using his phone number revealed he was the lead developer on her new project. Married, 3 kids. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. In that moment, the loving, supportive husband died, and something cold, methodical, and entirely ruthless took his place.
The hardest acting job of my life was the next morning. Sarah walked in at 1 a.m., smelling like wine and mints. I pretended to be half asleep. I kissed her forehead and told her I loved her. My stomach turned, but my face remained a mask. I knew if I confronted her then, she would cry, manipulate, delete the evidence, and spin the narrative to make me look like the crazy, controlling husband. I live in an at-fault state for divorce, meaning infidelity can significantly impact asset division and alimony. I wasn't just going to leave her. I was going to surgically remove her from the life my money built. I had exactly 3 weeks until her agency retreat in Napa with David. 3 weeks to prepare the nuclear option. First, I went to the best, most aggressive divorce attorney in the city. I handed him a USB drive with 400 pages of exported text messages, photos, and hotel receipts. He actually whistled. "This is a bloodbath," he said. "Let's get to work." Second, the finances. Because I earned 80% of our income, my name was the primary on almost everything. The house was mine before we married. I legally withdrew exactly 50% of our joint savings and moved it into a private account. I removed my name from her credit cards. Third, I hired a private investigator for 2 days just to get high-quality, time-stamped photos of them together entering and leaving hotels. Bulletproof evidence. Every night, she would come home, lie to my face, and sleep next to me. And every day, while she was out building her little fantasy world, I was meticulously placing sticks of dynamite under the foundation of her actual life.
The day of the retreat arrived. Sarah kissed me goodbye at the door. "I'll miss you, honey. I'll call you from the hotel," she lied, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "Have a great trip," I said, smiling. "It's going to be unforgettable." The moment her car turned the corner, I made a phone call. 10 minutes later, a moving truck pulled into my driveway. I didn't destroy her things. I'm not a monster. But I did pack every single item that belonged to her. Her clothes, her shoes, her expensive perfumes, her makeup, her jewelry, into heavy-duty black trash bags. I moved everything into the garage. The master bedroom, the bathroom, the closets, completely sterilized of her existence. I changed the locks on all the doors. I changed the code to the garage. I removed her access from the home security system. Then I prepared the centerpiece. On the massive marble kitchen island that she loved so much, I placed 3 items. Item 1, the divorce papers, already filed and signed by me. Item 2, a neatly bound 50-page portfolio of their most explicit texts and photos. Item 3, her old iPad, fully charged, resting on top of it all. But I wasn't done. The revenge wouldn't be complete if David walked away clean. On Sunday night, while they were presumably enjoying their last night in Napa, I found David's wife on Facebook. I sent her a very polite, very direct message. It simply read, "Hi Emma, I am Sarah's husband. I thought you should know where your husband really is this weekend. I am so sorry." I attached 3 time-stamped photos from the private investigator and a screenshot of the hotel receipt with both their names on it. I hit send. Then I packed a bag, took my dog, and drove to a cabin I had rented in the mountains. I poured myself a glass of incredibly expensive scotch, turned off my phone, and slept peacefully for the first time in months.
When I finally turned my phone back on Monday evening, it was like looking at the aftermath of a natural disaster. I had 47 missed calls from Sarah, 12 from her mother, 8 from her sister, and over 100 text messages that evolved through 5 stages of grief. First, confusion. Why doesn't my key work? Then panic. Where is all my stuff? Mark, please pick up. Then anger. You have no right to do this, you're a psycho. And finally, absolute, soul-crushing despair. Please talk to me. David's wife kicked him out. He blames me. I have nowhere to go. Please, I love you. Her perfect world collapsed in less than 24 hours. David, predictably, threw her under the bus to try and save his own marriage. He told his wife Sarah had manipulated him, pursued him relentlessly. He cut all contact with her. Because they worked together in the real estate scene, the gossip spread like wildfire. David's wife made sure of it. She scorched Sarah's reputation in their social circles and among the developers. Sarah ended up having to leave her luxury agency because no one wanted to work with the woman who destroyed a client's family. As for the divorce, with the mountain of evidence I had, her lawyer advised her to take whatever deal my lawyer offered. She tried to fight for alimony, claiming she maintained the household. My lawyer laughed her out of the room, citing the fact that she spent 40% of her time in hotels with another man. She walked away with nothing but the trash bags I left in the garage and her car, which she still owed payments on.
It's been over a year now. I heard through mutual friends that Sarah is living in a small apartment 2 towns over, working a standard 9-to-5 desk job. The glamorous life she thought she was entitled to is gone. The man she blew up our marriage for treats her like a disease. As for me, I kept the house. I kept the dog. I got promoted at work because, frankly, I had a lot more free time and energy to dedicate to my career once the parasite was removed from my life. I'm dating again, casually, taking my time. I learned the hard way that trust isn't something you give away freely. It's something that must be constantly earned. To anyone out there listening to this who suspects their partner is cheating, trust your gut. Don't confront them right away. Gather your evidence. Build your fortress. And when the time is right, don't just get mad, get smart. Drop the bomb and walk away without looking at the explosion. Sometimes, the best revenge isn't screaming or fighting, it's letting them wake up in the exact mess they created, while you move on to a better life. Thanks for listening.